live here. Chad, we know you're watching at home, icing up those seeds. Give us some feedback on the sound, how we're looking. Boys are out. Looks like we have Graham Hoopala in net tonight. Surprise late minute entry. Otherwise, I think we have the full complement. We're missing Grady Harris tonight. So we're going to have 2 forward lines, 2 D lines, and Graham Hoopala in net. And that's what we're going to have. We're going up against SDP Premier. SDP Premier coming in 2014. They have 3 teams, Elite, Premier, and Selects. This is Premier, their middle team. So we'll see how we stack up. They have quite a few. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They have 13 skaters. So a little bit extra. We'll see if that extra line, if that comes into play in the 3rd period. On the bench, we've got Hoopala and Sorensen as our door coaches, and Kyle taking the head coach spot. See if we can't zoom in here a little bit. He's 23. Okay, so Cam will be easy with the stripes. Okay, lock that in.
My dad had a stroke a few years back, so I put those on. He was skating for a while, like the youth little wild game.
Yep.
I left them on because it's easier for me.
Makes it really easy to pick them out. Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
Okay, we're getting a loud and clear from our fan base of 1. Thanks, Chad. Intermission breaks are only 1 minute, Chad, so if you need to get up and get a new bucket of ice, give yourself enough time. Number 7, do you know, is it Dean or Dean? Dean, okay. Dean. The only one I'm not sure, so most are Chaska. There is as you know, Dean, Wendelek, Peterson, and Graff. Those are the 4 I think that are not. It's Stickney, Spies, Van Allsburg, Kirsten Jurna, Gens, Jordan Beitlick. They're all Chaska. I mean, all Waconia. Graham Hoopala in net. He's from Waconia. Well, there it is. There's the horn. Jake's right there. Yeah, he's just walking down.
I was like, I didn't see Jake Horry somewhere.
So I didn't hear any chatter at any of the practices about position, so it'll be interesting to see who plays what position. Megan, we're live. Chad says we're loud and clear, so if you want to bark at him a little bit, you just...
Did he get no testing yet?
I don't know if he can get off the couch.
He's got a couple balls to put on the ice there.
It's yeah.
Some ice out of his bag for cold passing. Is that on live screen?
Van Allsburg, 22, Hudson. So let's see, we have our starting lineup coming out. Looks like you're going to have Kirsten Jurna. He's going to be flanked by Dean and Graff. On defense, you're going to have Camden Peterson and, let's see, Stickney. That is Leo Stickney on the other side. For those of you who are watching, excuse me, a couple new names to the squad. Some, I don't have a list here. Drop goes to SDP. They're going to try to push down into the zone. Gets immediately knocked out. Wendelek pushes it. Nope, it gets down. SDP dumps in. They're going to dump and chase. Deflected. Camden comes out through the middle. Gets it out of the zone. Nice job. Kirsten Jurna is going to pick it up. Oh, excuse me. That's Wendelek. Not the only one with a cage. I got to keep that in mind now. And we're going to get a quick whistle. And SDP is going to hit the box real quick. I didn't see what happened, but the back judge from the far blue line whistled and pointed that out. So, quick penalty to SDP. That's going to put Steele on the power play at 14:33 in the first. You've got Jack W on the draw. Wendelek wins the draw, goes back. Stickney takes it. He's going to dump down off the half board. Steele crashes the corner, tries to center, gets picked up by SDP, and they're going to skate out of the zone. SDP has some big bodies. There you go. Gets pulled off the stick. SDP pursues. Dean's got it. He's down behind the net. He's going to push up. He gets contested. He gets by one. Now he's through middle ice. Loses it momentarily. Manages to find it. Puts it up to the blue line. Gets dumped in. Gets immediately kicked back out. Steele takes it. Center ice. They're going to get possession. Dean tries to go one way. Gets deflected to Jack W the other way. They're going to push in the zone. Tries to hold. Nope. SDP gets him out. So SDP shorthanded. Pushes it in. They're just going to do a quick offhanded wrist flick. That's going to go all the way to Graham, and he'll cover. Probably would have liked to have seen him get that one out and not have the whistle there, but so it goes. What's up, my man? I got an extra mic. You in?
My dad's. Do you have a roster?
I don't. I typed them up and had them ready and then forgot to print them. SDP, quick shot. Penalty still going. Nice shorthanded shot attempt by SDP. Sure. Shows the importance of those draws. SDP shorthanded, maintaining possession down here in steal zone. Looks like Beitlich on the draw. That ends up going out. Kellen Gens, pushing it. That was close. Could have been a penalty call, could have been incidental. Tough to say. Two kids just full stretch, and they both kind of went down. Steele holds the zone. They're going to dump it down. SDP chips up. That's going to get out. We're across center ice. That's Camden Peterson. He pushes it up. Beitlich finds it. Beitlich pushes up to Gens. Gens enters the zone. Kirsten Jurna's there. It's behind the net. Jordan down in the corner gets just past him. Stickney on the blue line. Contest. Nice job, Mr. Stickney. He knocks it off the tape. Battling with SDP. They're pushing back. Cycles. D to D. Peterson looks up, assesses. Finds Kirsten Jurna. Kirsten Jurna, nice pass. Finds Gens. Gens can't quite hold it on his tape, though. So that comes back. We're back at center ice. There's Camden again. Peterson pushes up. Kirsten Jurna's there. He's just going to dump and chase. SDP catches that, though, at the half board. So they're just going to skate out. SDP penalty is over. They're back at full strength. They're going to dump in the zone. Camden Peterson is back. Stickney is back on D. They're going to try to catch it on the half board. SDP is there to contest. Gens, he's surrounded. 3 SDPs. Got Gens just in a pickle over there. Lots of sticks flying. Centering pass attempt broken up by Camden Peterson. Nice job. He's going to push out. Gens gets it out of the zone. SDP is there to collect. They don't cycle. They just dump off the near board. Gets kind of pushed back out. It kind of feels like both teams just feeling each other out right now. Oh, nice job, Mr. Dean. Dean, little quick pick. Gets it up. SDP, nice back check, though. They're there. They're not going to give him anything for free. This is a really good SDP team. We knew that. They're living up to the hype. Steele holding their own. Van Allsburg on. Leo Graff is on. Oh, skates in front of his own net, loses it. Centering pass is there. Knocked out. Steele gave up a quick one. Luckily, Hoopla was there. He was ready.
Take it.
SDP fumbles, loses it. Steele pushes in. Centering pass. Just goes a little bit wide right. Off the backboard. Steele's not going to be able to hold that one. That's going to come out. Van Allsburg takes it, loses it. He's back. He's going to take it. He's going to cycle. He goes opposite side. Oh, we got a D-man losing an edge. That's going to allow SDP to come in, but they lose it as well. So no harm, no foul. Dean has it back on the stick, chips it up the half board. An additional chip puts it out to center ice. Graff tries to jump the route. SDP gets it. SDP enters clean, pushing. They're going to go to the goalie's right. They're in that far corner. Gets taken off their tape. 10:21 left in the first. Van Allsburg attacking. He's got it. Tries to clear the zone. SDP is there though. They're going to contest and they're going to hold. Shot deflects off Jordan Beitlich. He's going to get it on his tape. He's going to try to chip out. SDP holds. They're going to dump and chase. Far side. Spies chases. Can't get a stick on it. Hudson chips up to Spies. Oh, that's Gens. Sorry. Gens pushes it out. SDP is going to have to retreat and collect. We'll pass. SDP, that's way offsides, and the whistle blows. Ladies, what's up? How you doing? Oh, wow. Oh, they're like little pillows. Cool. All right, girls. I got to go back to work. Here we go. Draw right here in front of the camera. Beitlich on the draw, flanked by Kirsten-Jerna and Gens. Looks like you've got Peterson and Stickney on D. We know who's controlling this game. Far ref just blew his whistle to tell the ref doing the drop to back some people off. So if we're going to get calls, I think it's going to come from the veteran ref, not the young man that was doing the drop just now. That might come into play later. Shot from SDP, a little wobble. Ref calls a quick whistle, even though there was no cover. I think he's going to say the net came off its mooring there. That's going to give us a draw in the near side defensive zone. Draw goes to Steele. They try to chip up and lose it. SDP is there. They're going to contest. Wraparound attempt. Cover. Whistle. Nice job, Hoops. Graham Hoopla, he came ready. Couple quick saves from him. Ref liked what he saw, gave him a little tap on the shoulder. So draw near side here again. Draw goes to Steele. Steele's going to try to cycle behind goalie Hoopla. That's Dean. Dean loses it off his stick though. Cam Peterson is there. Ooh, kind of bouncing around. It's loose. Peterson's going to come up with it. He'll cycle up. Dean takes it. Leo Graff is there. They're going to enter the zone clean. SDP will contest right away though. Centering pass attempt doesn't make it through. That's going to give SDP. Ooh, Van Allsburg got really lucky. Little poke check. Luckily he got it. He would have been toast on that one. SDP tries to just fling it all the way around. That took a weird hop, bounced over the blue line. That's going to go all the way down. And we're going to end up back on the other side with an icing call. So you're going to get, you've got Graff on the left, Dean on the right. Wendelek is going to take the draw. You've got Van Allsburg on D and Beitlich, I believe. Oh, Spies, sorry. Couple 90 numbers. I got to get that straight. Spies is 93. Van Allsburg holds at the blue line. He'll drop it down. Spies, Van Allsburg back. They're going to contest, knock it up. That's going to be Dean. Jack Dean take it. Quick shot, glove save, hold, whistle. First shot on net, I think. So at 8 minutes left in the first shot maybe, right? Not first shot on net, first shot. There we go, Wendelek on the draw. Draw goes to Steele. Leo Graff dumps down. Dean's going to chase down into that far corner. SDP flips it up. It's going to come out. Steele clears. Nice re-entry. We're going to get a partial D-line change. Spies is off. That puts Stickney back on. So you've got Van Allsburg and Stickney. Van Allsburg takes the exit from SDP. Cycles over. Dean's got it. He's trying to come across. Gets poked off his stick though. Stickney's there. Nice job. He sees a man. Sees an angle. And it gets through. Wendelek's got it. Quick stop. Centering pass. SDP is there. Van Allsburg. Van Allsburg and Stickney are there. Van Allsburg's off. Peterson is on. Now you've got Stickney and Peterson on D. SDP's out. They're choosing to skate out. Ooh, odd man rush. Peterson's got to get back. He does. Hard shot. Nice job, Mr. Hoopla. Good save. That was a 3-on-1. Nice job. We've got a stick down. That's Dean. He's stickless. But he's back. Kirsten Jerna contesting. Wendelek, sorry. And I think we're going to get an offsides call. It's going to come out. That'll be right here in front of us, or at least I think it should be. 6:54 left in the first. Zeros on the board. We've got Beitlich on the draw. He's flanked by Kirsten Jerna and Gens. You've got Stickney and Peterson on D. Draw goes to SDP. Kirsten Jerna contests, but they push in. Camden pushes it right back out. Nice job, Mr. Peterson. That's going to get down. I don't know. Nope, they're going to get to it, so no icing. Gens, nice job. Pulls out the tape. We're going to look for a centering pass. Can't get through, though. SDP doing a really good job with their back check. They are showing some really good discipline when it comes to the back checking. Van Allsburg knocks it off the tape, so that's going to push SDP back. Helps if I point the camera at the play. They do collect in their own zone. Now they're going to push out. They're trying to swing around. Van Allsburg pushes him behind the net. Centering pass gets through. SDP wasn't ready for it. That's going to come to the near board. SDP point pushes down. Van Allsburg collects behind Hoopla. He'll skate up. He's looking. Up to Gens. Gens can't quite. He does get it out, but it comes right back. Little chip pass. Comes up. No Steel player can hold it though, so SDP is just going to cross center ice and dump that one right back in. Van Allsburg, center's right in front of his own goalie. Not good, Mr. Van Allsburg. He knows better than that. That'll be push-ups tonight at home. No harm, no foul. SDP still has possession though. They're attacking. Van Allsburg pulls it off the tape, chips up the half board. SDP point holds. Tries to fire, gets contested. They're going to hold his own though. Oh, the ref's going to say that one snuck out. That would have been close. We'll have to see the replay on that one. But whistle's in our favor, so we don't complain about those. So this is Wendelek on the draw. He's out there with Leo Graff on his right. Jack Dean on his left. Camden Peterson, Leo Stickney out there on D. Peterson behind the net, gets by one, pushes it up. Dean takes it on the half board. Just kind of falls off his stick though. SDP collects. They're going to fire from the board. Hoopla stops the initial shot. Stickney kicks it out. SDP collects again. Another shot, kicked right back. SD player though, another shot. 3 consecutive shots there. We need to get this out. We keep kicking it to that half board. They're ready for it. Ooh, Stickney gets trucked there. He's down. He's up though. We're out of the zone. SDP cycles D to D. They're looking. They're going to skate it in. Gets pulled off their stick though. That's Wendelek. He's just going to dump it up. No changes for either team. SDP has it at center ice, contested by Leo Graff. Camden kicks it to the point. SDP holds though. SDP skating down in the middle. Oh, he finds a lane, takes a quick shot. Shoot, deflects off the shoulder of goalie Graham Hoopla. He was in the position, just had his body tilted a little bit into the net, and that rebound deflects right into the back corner. So, Steel go down by 1. 4 minutes left in the first. Draw goes to SDP. SDP enters the zone. Steele takes it off their stick. Ooh, not sure how he didn't have a call there. SDP enters, contested. Huddy grabs it, misplays it, loses it. So that one's on Van Allsburg. Had his tape on it, just misplayed it. SDP player was right in his face and pulled it up and just stayed it in. Graham went down. Hoopla had the right idea, but SDP just snuck it underneath his right leg blocker pad. So another quick one for SDP. SDP dumps, chases, Van Allsburg pursues. It's behind the net. They fire up to their point. Point shoots. Breakdown in front of the net. 2 SDP players right in front of Mr. Hoopla with nobody there to help him out. So a line change for this full squad is probably what's needed. Let's get some fresh bodies out there. Wendelek on the draw. Draw goes to Steele. Stickney tries to cycle up, a little too soft. SDP collects, centering pass. Hoopla gloves that, holds it, whistle. Draw. Goes to Steele. Wendelek pushes up. SDP collects it just outside the blue line, though. They're going to dump it. Peterson finds it, has it on his tape, looking. Can't decide what to do. That allows SDP to contest. They pull it off his stick. Centering pass attempt. SDP can't find it, though. Steele's going to push out. Wendelek's got it. He's going to get out. Offensive zone. Graf is there. SDP swings quickly behind their goalie. They're going to push it up. That's going to come back. I don't think anybody touched that one. Yep, so it's coming back. 2 minutes, 37 seconds left in the first. So we've got Wendelek on the draw. He's out there with Dean and I believe Beitlich. Peterson and Stickney on D. Peterson gets it off the draw, fires it down, doesn't get through though. SDP will collect it, they're going to kick it out. Peterson, Stickney retreat, but it's going to be icing, so it's going to go back. This is the positive of having a thin team. You get lots of ice, lots of touches. SDP is playing fast, and our boys are looking a little tired already. We only have 2 lines, and our line on the bench has been sitting down, all 5 of them, since they went off the ice. Steele just wins the draw, tries to get some shots. Lots of SDP bodies in the way. Again, good job. They know their positioning. They make it tough. That's out. Steele's going to have to collect. They can't get tape on it though. Stickney, Camden are back. Shot goes wide right. Off the board. That's going to be held. SDP. They're going to knock it down, I believe, up into the webbing. Yep, so it's coming out. We're going to get a line change. You got Bylick at center. On the drop, Kirsten Jernan Gens out there. Van Allsburg. And Spies on D. SDP enters the zone pretty clean. Spies off his skate, knocks it out. Quick shot though. SDP there. Oh, nice pass across the ice to Kirsten Jerna. Just couldn't get a stick down on it. Bylick's there behind him though. He collects the SDP, attempted to get through center ice, but it gets knocked out. Van Allsburg grabs it. Oh, nope. Jordan's got to get out. There you go. They're in clean. Nice job by Van Allsburg realizing Bylick was in. Ooh, multiple tips there. SDP knocks it down. Van Allsburg, Spies, retreat. Van Allsburg, obstacle behind the net, finds Spies. Spies looks up, finds Gens. Knocked immediately off his tape though. SDP is there. Spies contests, still manages to get through. SDP chases, near board. Centering pass. Spies was there to lock up the attacker though. Nice job. That's out. Oh, the pass was just a little bit behind Kirsten Jerna. .38 seconds left in the first. SDP is out. Oh, Hudson's back. Pushes him to the outside, and they're not going to get a shot at that. Centering pass, though. Van Allsburg backs up, knocks it out of the way, so no shot attempt. Help out, help out. There you go. Nice job. What could have been dangerous, Steele knocks him out. They're going to push it back. We're going to get icing, so that's going to come back. But Steele doing a nice job, playing tough in front of the net, not giving SDP any shots in what looked like a good opportunity for them. We're going to get a line change. Starting line back up on the ice. So you got Wendelek, Dean out there. Dean gets the draw. Nope, can't quite get it to Leo. So Graf can't get a stick on it. SDP drops it back to the point. They cycle down, centering pass. Again, two players there. We need bodies in front of that net. Nice shot and tip, just didn't go their way. So Steele. All things considered, you look at a 15-minute period. You'd like to get back about 2.5 minutes of the first. Otherwise, they played pretty good. So we'll go quiet. We'll meet you back here at the end of the first intermission. I've been doing my best to do it by memory. I think I'm doing pretty good.
All right.
Draw goes to SDP. They're going to push right in the offensive zone. They're skating right to left on your screens. Nice save by Mr. Hoopla. Jack Dean's there. He's going to push it up the board and contest, but SDP's going to hold. They'll dump down. That's Camden Peterson. He's there. He's got it on his tape. He'll go to the far side. SDP collapses, collects. They're looking to center. Stickney's in front. Oh. Quick shot. That one's going to go in. That one went in. So a lot of back and forth there. They had our goalie kind of all turned around.
Yeah, pretty crowded down by the net, and it's only a matter of time before one's going to sneak in, but
I think we needed one of those steel boys to throw a chicken wing, send a message. This is our space. I'm joined here in the booth. You want to introduce yourself?
sure. Jake Beitlich, not a hockey player.
Color commentator extraordinaire. Oh, we
Fresh line out there for the steal now. SDP brings it in to their zone. Flips it out to Kellen. Kellen takes it up, gets it across the blue line.
SDP pulls it right off their tape though. We're kind of battling here just outside. Now SDP is going to push in. Van Allsburg tries to contest. SDP holds. They're going to fire down. Spies is down there. Spies tries to push it. Oh, little misplay. Almost ends up in front of their own goalie. Collision. Body down. Spies is back up. He's got his stick. There we go. We're out.
Gets it to the middle.
Nice little chip up to Kellen. Not Gellin. Come on, buddy.
Off the post.
Good try. Nice job.
That's all we needed.
We're pushing. Centering
Good
attempt.
centering
Doesn't
look,
make
good
it through the
centering
first
look.
time. It's loose. It's still there. Steele putting a nice push on right here.
Ooh, another cool shot.
Takes a quick shot. Goes a little bit wide left.
Battling, still battling, looks to the center. Oh, a little too far.
Nice job, Spies. Quick shot. Again, wide left. We're just a little bit wide. We're going to hold that over.
He's going to launch one.
Can't quite get through. Still down in
Steele
front.
really put the
Wendelek is
clamps
there.
on.
Van Allsburg holds. SDP is going to finally get out of the zone. Nice, about a minute and a half push by the Steele.
Great stretch of hockey for the Steele there. That's the spark that they need. Let's see if we can get him back in this game here.
Spies, nice job. Little poke check,
Real
knocks
nice,
it off.
real
They're
nice.
out.
Gets it up. Ooh, that could have been a break there with the change.
We're out. There we go. Wendelek tries to dump back behind him. Just too many bodies. There you chip up. That's Jack Dean. Dean's got it. He's going to push in. Knocked off his tape, though. That's going to come far side. We're over center ice. Cycling back to the defensive zone. We're out. Here we go.
Passes it up. Good pass. Taken away.
And probably for the best. You can't pass to a man in the offensive zone. That would have been offside, so that maybe worked out for us. Here we go. That's Leo Graff. Ooh, Leo gets that chicken wing, and the ref saw that. That was elbows up. You know, you like to argue some calls, but that one was pretty obvious.
Yeah, overall, really clean game, well called game. One penalty on each team. Let's see how the Steele's penalty kill is here.
Graff got a little excited. Elbows came up into the armpit of the SDP player and put him right on his backside. The ref was right there. That was an easy call.
And I think part of that is the kids that came out of this period and they're playing fast. They're playing hard. They're playing aggressive.
There's a little more excitement.
Yep, a little more excitement. It looks like they're having some fun. So nothing's more fun than a shorthanded goal. So let's see if they can get that here.
That was Wendelek on the draw. Initially held by Steele, but knocked off their tape. Shot by SDP. Pushed to the left far corner. That's Camden Peterson. He's contesting down there. Steele tries to get up and block that shot. There it is. Oh, get it out. Get it out. Nice job. Nice job. Ooh, that gets all the way through. Deflected by Hoopla to the backboard. Now it's here in the near corner. SDP cycles around the middle.
All right, send it, Leo. Send it.
Yep, there we go.
Tries to get it out.
SDP holds. Another quick shot deflected by Stickney. Stickney's there contesting. Dean comes over to assist. Now we're jammed up down in the corner.
Steele folks on one side of the ice. See if they can get it out. They center it to the middle.
That was a
little bit wide to
dangerous,
the right.
dangerous centering pass.
Kids are really fighting. They're getting pretty gassed here. And just through. Quick shot. Under the pads. Back of the net. And STP gets a goal. With 10:40 left, that'll bring us to 5-0.
reading the rules, I believe in this tournament, a 6-goal lead, draw goes to SDP, they push down. A 6-goal lead leads to running time.
All right.
So we might see running time here soon.
I don't think so.
I hope not.
I don't
hope
think so. All right, let's see if we can get something here.
So you've got Beitlich.
Jordan brings it up.
He's going to need to look. There we go. He's in the zone. He's going to try to just jump around. SDP gets it. You got Spies over here on D. He's ready to hold. Gens contests on the half board.
Allen really battling
SDP,
there.
yep, tries a little outlet pass. They can't hold it clean, but they do get out of the zone. So now they're going to push. They're in the offensive zone. Kirsten Jurna's there. Can't take it off their tape. Quick shot.
Great save by Hoopla. Great save on a quick shot.
Oh, good idea. Good idea. Long outlet pass. Just can't find the tape of a Steel player. So that's going to bring it back on an icing call. I love the heads-up play, though. We had a couple players there. It's going to put it defensive zone near side.
So line change by the Steel here. Fresh set of skaters.
So you have Wendelek on the draw. So we have our initial forward line and our second line D pair out there teamed right now. Wendelek, Spies, and Graf. They're out there with Van Allsburg. And there you go. Oh, Van Allsburg chips it off the tape. Spies collects. He's looking. Oh, little misplay. Still gets his tape on it though. Kicks it up the half board.
Here we go.
Ooh, misplay by SDP. Jack Dean takes it.
We got a 2-on-2.
Jack Dean pushes in the zone. Lots of SDP bodies though. Nice back check by SDP. Quick
We're
shot.
going to leak in. Where is it? Where is
Covered
it?
by the goalie.
Ooh, pretty close.
What looked like it wasn't going to develop anything ended up in a quick shot there. That one, I think that's our first one that maybe scared the goalie a little bit. You could see him cover and then look down like he didn't know where it was.
Yep. See, we get a good shot here. Win the face-off. Get a quick one. Maybe a rebound, quick goal. 9 minutes, 12 seconds left. Downs 5-0.
Draw goes to SDP. They cycle behind their goalie, chip up the half board. They're going to take it and skate out. Little outlet pass. Steals back. Stickney. Oh, nice. Centering pass attempt. Get it out of there. Get it out. They're going to call
Not
it.
sure what happened there. Oh.
The net came off.
Hooplet's a pretty big kid when he gets moving around back there.
That's right.
He'll loosen up the net. But 2 great saves from him there. Still 5-0.
Draw goes to, looks like Steele's going to collect that one. They're going to win the draw. They're going to push up. Centering pass finds nobody. That's SDP going to grab it. They're going to push back in. Stickney collapses to the net. It ends up over. Centering pass can't find anyone. Far corner. Steele.
There we go.
Graf finds Dean. Dean tries to push it through the feet of the defender. Quick shot. Oh, nice. Good shot. Good collapse by Leo Graf. If a rebound opportunity had been there, we would have hammered that one home.
Yeah, good point on Graf. He was right there. If that pops out a little bit, that's definitely a good goal scoring opportunity. So nice heads up
That is
play
what
by
you like
him.
to see. Boys in the right position. Didn't work out that time, but if they keep doing that, it's going to happen.
So here we are again. Face off in our zone.
Beitlich on the draw, goes to SDP. They try to chip up. Steele knocks it right back down.
Gens
Trying to
goes
cycle.
after it.
There you go, Gens.
He tries to get around.
He gets taken off his skates. We can't. Camden holds, tries to chip down, but SDP grabs it. So they're going to push up. They're in the offensive zone now, clean.
Dig it out.
Van Allsburg contests. Enough to knock it, but SDP still finds a way to get it on net. Jordan's there. Quick spin, looking for some space to do something.
He's going to pass it up to Kirsten Jurna.
Kirsten Jurna can't quite collect it. Ooh. Van Allsburg, get it out, get it out. There you go. Off to the side.
All right, Kellen.
There you go,
There
Van
we go.
Allsburg. Nice little chip up. Gens is going to skate.
We got
He's
Kellen
gonna look.
coming down. tries to get it to the middle.
Gens tries centering pass. Beitlich collects, tries to fire. Just loses a little bit of an edge and has no power. Quick shot. Centura. Rebound pops long. SDP is going to collect and they're going to push out. Camden Peterson's there. Van Allsburg on the back check, centering pass. You need to get somebody in front of that net.
Nice move by the SDP player to get around those guys.
Puck ends up far boards. Knocked back down. Van Allsburg has it, chips it off the glass. Just can't get it past SDP though. They're going to hold for a third consecutive time. They have it. Beitlich loses the stick, picks it up quick. Kellen tries to poke it, can't get it. SDP just holding. Hudson contests. Centering pass is there. And that's going to get through. Again, SDP, you got to give credit where it's due. They're doing a great job of getting boys to stand in position right in front of our goalie. And even though that was heavily contested, that pass made it through. So you hate to see it, but that's a good goal.
Yeah, well executed by SDP for sure. They were patient there, waited for the right opportunity, and got a good look, good attempt, and scored a goal.
SDP wins the draw. They're going to dump and chase. We'll have to watch the clock now and see if it's in fact running time.
All right.
So we're going to get a call. Who is that? Is that Van Allsburg? He got folded in the corner. No, that's not Van Allsburg. Who is that?
23. Is that Leo?
That's Stickney. Yep, that's Stickney. This kid tried to get a free piggyback ride, and Leo just got folded in half.
A little slow to give up, but he gave a nod to the bench. He's good to go. He's going to stay in there.
Well, they're playing Iron Man hockey tonight. No subs. Two lines. Here we go. Let's get this power play goal. 5:48 left in the second. Oh, a little
bad
break
there. Bad break right off the STP player. He's on a breakaway. And Graham
Nice
shuts
job.
the door on him. Good back check, too.
Very nice save, Mr. Hoopla. SDP short-handed, still managing to control the puck right now. Steele needs to get in there and contest, take control. We're kind of battling on these near boards. Don't really have much of a camera angle there. Sorry, folks. SDP holds on the line. They're going to dump it down, just trying to burn time. Steele has it. Backhanded shovel pass up to Dean. Dean tips it up past the blue line. Ends up on the tape of SDP, though. They're cycling. They're going to chip up. They are, just gets to pick up. Spees jumped the route. Stole the pass.
Oh, shoot.
Tries to cycle. Yep, miscommunication. It's going to
Leo
give
gets on his horse to get there.
SDP pushes. Stickney, little reversal move. Chips up. Nobody's home, though. That's going to give SDP a shot. Doesn't get through. Quick turn, fire. It's loose. It's
Get it out of there. Get it out of there. Get it out of there.
So SDP picks up the shorty. So many bodies in front, and we just couldn't clear the puck. You can see they tried a couple times, just couldn't quite clear it far enough.
Yep. Little miscommunication there on some of the passes. Seems like the boys are just thinking a little bit, trying to probably figure out their teammates, figure out who's going to be where, and that'll come with time. But one thing's for sure is they're still skating hard, giving a lot of effort, and down 7-0 with 4 minutes left in the second period.
And I'll say too, this is a really solid SDP team that was not initially signed up for this tournament. They only ended up entering the tournament 4 days ago. So I don't think it was a tournament they were looking to play in.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, great pass. Good look. Kellen's going to get off the board. He might get a shot here. We'll see.
Centering pass attempt gets deflected, ends up short. SDP tries to chip off the half board. Waconia can't quite hold. That's going to give SDP a rush here. Nice pass. I think Camden got just enough of that one to nick it to the corner. SDP pulls it off the tape. Person Jordan knocks it. Huddy knocks it out of the zone.
All right, let's see what we can do here.
Dean lifts up. Nice pass. Jordan's there. wisely
shoot.
decides can't take the shot, doesn't have it, so he cycles back to his point.
All right, Hudson might rip one here.
Through. Doesn't get through.
Throws it on net, which is exactly what you want.
We're going to get a call. We're going to get a hooking call. There was just a pile of bodies.
Trying to judge who this was on.
Well, the SDP player started skating right away. I think he knew.
You knew?
He knew.
So another nice stretch of hockey there by the steal.
Yeah, we're definitely having our moments.
Yep.
Yeah, this is running time.
It's 8:05 they're running.
6, I believe, is the running time.
So 2 minutes to go. Down 7-0. Still waiting for our first goal of the season. I have a feeling it's going to come any minute now.
Stickney holds, drops down to Dean. Dean looks up, back to the point. Stickney dumps it down again. Holds. Couldn't lost it in his skate.
Steele
We're
will have to
battling for it.
regroup here. Big group of guys all in one location.
Oh, a little odd hop right as Stickney was about to try to play that one, so that's going to get behind him. SDP crashes quick and contests, so we don't get a chance to get out. SDP holds, quick shot from the point, hits the back of their own player, knocked to the far corner. On a steel stick, Stickney's there battling. Behind the net. Wendelek is there.
See if we can get something here.
Wendelek looks up the board to Leo. Leo's there, gets a little bit behind him. SDP collects and dumps it back in, so they're going to dump and chase. Ooh, a little misplay. Stickney thought he had it, didn't. He'll cycle over. Centering pass, a little soft. It's tipped, but that was tipped behind the red line, so that's going to come back.
So what's the rule on that, Jared?
Well,
Tip pass.
you can't cross 2 lines, so if you want to dump and chase, you got to do it on the offensive side of the red line. Draw goes to steal. It's right on the blue line. It's dancing. We can't see it. I think it's out. Yep, it's out. Gens is there. He gets locked up on the boards. And SDP is going to take that and dump it down in again.
20 seconds to go here in the second period.
Camden off the boards. Tries to find Gens. Doesn't quite make it. SDP collects. They're going to skate. Center. Shot. It's out. It's loose.
Ooh, just trickles in.
Yep.
Just trickles in. And that'll do it for the second period.
Well, let's see here. Period 3. All right, we're back. We're live. Third period.
So what do you think the coaches said to him on the bench there?
You know, some encouragement. Still lots of opportunity. Lots of hockey left here. Lots of learning opportunities. This is the first time this group of boys has played together. So there's always that element of learning your teammates. We come from a collaboration of 3 different towns, so getting to know each other's play styles, that's a thing. SDP wins the draw. They're going to push in the offensive zone. Initial save by Hoopla. Drops it down in front. Then Allsburg comes out with it. Gets knocked down, back, off the half board. SDP does hold. They're going to take another quick shot. That's going to go wide left. It's behind the board. Hudson, nice little move around one. Gets chipped right back to the player though. Wendelek has it on the near board here. And that's going to come out. Gens will chase. SDP cycles D to D. Jack Dean interferes with that though, so that allows us to hold it a little bit. They're going to push out though. Steele will have to recollect. Let's see, they're battling. SDP ends up dumping that one in. Wendelek will retreat. He and Van Allsburg are back. A little chip pass to Van Allsburg. Van Allsburg tries to chip back. SDP knocks it back behind the goalie though. Van Allsburg contests. Weird carom off the back of the net. Ends up on the stick of Wendelek. Centering pass ends up on the tape of an SDP player. That's going to give him a quick shot. Wide right by about a foot though. SDP back. Camden Peterson contesting. Getting a little chippy. I like it though. Oh, whew, I think we got lucky there. Little bounce pass, a lot of open net. SDP just couldn't corral that in. Van Allsburg comes out with it. He gets pushed up on the board, loses the puck. It's going to end up back down in the near corner. Peterson is there. He's going to chip over. That's Jack Dean, Gens, Van Allsburg. Peterson realizes nobody's in front of the net, cycles back. You like that? Van Allsburg tries to chip it out. Ooh. Little stick save there. Strong push by SDP. We just cannot get out of the zone right now. In front, in front. Get it out, get it out. There you go. Nice job, nice job. That was Camden Peterson. And we're out of the zone. Just a pile of bodies right here in front of us. Uh-oh, back boys, back boys.
Good
Peterson's
hustle back from the steal there. Nice save by Hoopla.
We need an icing or just a long exit so we can get a line change here.
Yeah, agreed, boys.
Hammer that puck, Mr. Van Allsburg. Let's go. SDP controls, holds, centers, shot, wide left. Graham knocks it to the backboard. SDP's there again. We have no Steel players there. Centering pass makes it through. SDP not ready for it though.
All right, here we go.
Gens has got it on his tape. Outlet pass attempt. There we go. Shouldn't be an icing call there. That's going to give us a partial change. We're going to at least get 3 new bodies on the ice. We're right in front. SDP collects. They've got it on their tape. They're going to skate out. Stickney, Spies are back. Dean knocks it off their tape from behind. That's going to allow Steele to cycle player to player. Jack Dean has it. Knocked off his tape though by an oncoming attacker from SDP. Centering pass. Something down on the ice. I'm going to say a neck guard possibly. Stickney battling with number 14 right in front of the net. Ooh. A couple players down, no whistle. That's out. SDP will have to collect. Dean's got it though, so we're maybe get in the offensive zone here. Battling, we lose it. SDP, they're going to push. Stickney knocks it off to the far board. He's got it, kind of locking it up and behind. 10:50 left in the third. Here on the near side. Battling, comes up to the point. SDP point holds, they cycle down. Looking to center, gets through. Attacker is tied up by Stickney though. Nice job helping out in front of the goalie. There we go. Stickney's there again. He's going to take it, push it out. And there you go. Nice job. And we're not quite. Oh, that was out. And the ref saw that one. I believe that'll go far side. About 10 minutes left in the third, running time, I think. This is where you might just start to see some tired legs really come into play.
Yep. But I was going to say, they started that period again with some fire. You wouldn't have known that they were down 7-0 with the way they came out of there. But to your point, Jared, you can only go for so long when you've got 10 guys and the other team has
Great centering
15.
pass, knocked away by Graham though. Nice job, Mr. Hoopla.
All right, here we go.
SDP cycles back, little outlet pass, looking up. Van Allsburg intercepts, he'll push up. He'll chip it forward just a little bit. SDP
right.
is back though, so they're going to take it and collect. They'll fire around. That's going to get out of the zone. Camden is there. SDP gets around him. Leo Graff is back. Whitelick is back. Nice pass. Oh my goodness, that was a beautiful save on what was a very, very good pass by SDP. SDP takes it. Center ice. They're going to push in. Little wraparound attempt. Gets knocked off the tape. Van Allsburg, nice job. Not giving him that shot. Cycles around. Nearest corner. SDP looks. Little drop pass behind him. Centering pass. That's going to be an easy one. So initial centering pass kind of hit the back of the goalie's skate. So just kind of died right on the doorstep. And SDP able just to tap that one in.
Yep. Tough break for the Steel, kind of been the theme all night, where when you're down there long enough, eventually you're going to find a lane. And this SDP team, pretty solid, good fundamentals. They'll take advantage of it if you let them have enough opportunities. So let's see if the Steel can answer here. We got 8 minutes left. Right on the doorstep of getting a goal. Let's see if we can get one through here.
Well, here's what will be interesting. If the Steel can score, I'm wondering in this tournament, 7-goal differential must be the max, because you'll notice they did not put a goal up on the board there.
Okay. I do notice that now that you pointed it out to me.
So if the Steel score, I wonder if that will automatically give them a point, because by my count it should be 9-0. All right, here we go. Sorry, we little lapse there on our game calling. Steel pushes out there in the offensive zone. SDP collects, so they cycle back, pulled off their tape. Steel just not willing to give up on this game yet. They're battling. That's Jack W. Comes off his stick, and that's going to pop out. So SDP, nice little move. Speeds gets back though. He's too quick for that. Nice job. The fans letting Spees know they appreciate that hustle this late in the game.
Absolutely.
That's Jack W. He's got it. He's going to push up. He's contested. He gets by 1, gets by 2. He's going to enter the zone.
Throws a centering pass there.
Yep. We had a stick on it, just not enough to push it in. We're holding. Nice job. Van Allsburg holds at the line, and that one's going to come out that time, though. Can't hold the second time. Whitelick looking for some room. He'll cycle far side. Gens is there. They're battling for it. Gens, just can't quite get around that last guy. SDP holds. They're going to come across the blue line, and they'll just dump that one in. 6 minutes left in this third period. Dangerous pass right across in front of their own goalie. Gets through, though, so no harm done. SDP attempting to hold. They can't, so they're going to have to collect. They do. They're out. They're in clean. Whitelick there, just enough to disrupt them. That's going to force the puck to the far corner. Van Allsburg pushes down. Takes a weird hop kind of right off the corner, the back corner of the net. So that's going to come over to the near side. SDP point holds. Shot deflected by Jack D. And that ends up popping out. So now it's a chase. SDP is going to get there first. 5:40 left in the third. Well, we got some Steel players running into each other. Nice job, Jordan. Just gets in the way. Sometimes that's all you need to do is just be a deterrent.
Don't make it easy on him, right?
Oh, Jack D, great idea.
Oh, here we go.
So pretty easy call there. SDP stick right in the skates of Leo Graff. He goes down hard, but he pops right back up. So Steele back on the power play.
Still down 7-0 regardless of what the actual score is. So 2-minute power plays. That's not always the case, but it is in this tournament.
Oh, yeah. Yep, another shorthanded goal for SDP. A great centering pass. Lots of bodies there.
All right, should have about 4 minutes left. A little over 4. Christian Jernoff
Probably should follow the play. Up the board,
All right.
Stickney holds the blue line, centering pass, doesn't make it all the way down. SDP will chip up. That's Spees, knocks it off their tape. Oh boy, Steel players bumping into each other again, just some miscommunication. That's Stickney, he's back, he's got it. He's looking up. What's he gonna do? He's gonna cycle back. Well, here's where you can see just some boys that haven't played with each other. A little bit of trepidation, not really sure what to do. Those will be things.
Nice pass by
Christian Jernoff was looking.
SCP is just as good at falling back, and
Their back check is really good.
yep.
You got to give credit where it's due.
So that's what I like to see. Running clock down 7, 8, 9, 10, nothing, whatever it is, and
Boys are still battling.
yep, we're chasing them down. We're not making them easy, making it easy on them at all.
That's
Here we
Christian
go.
Jernoff. He's battling. That's going to get out of the zone. He's going to force SDP to cycle back.
They're back at full strength now.
SDP outlet pass. Oh, that's way offsides. Way offsides.
First one, maybe we'll let it go. Second one, not so much.
When the first player in ended up about 5 feet over the blue line, they had to call that one. Jack W on the draw. Draw goes to SDP. SDP looks. They're just going to dump this one in near corner. That's Whitelick. He's back. Van Allsburg loses an edge. He's down. Doing some crazy stick work behind his back. I'm not sure what's happening there. Shot gets through. Whitelick is there. He takes it. He's going to push it up. Oh, great idea. That's a good look. Just a couple inches beyond the outstretched stick of Jack D. That could have been a nice outlet pass. But it's coming back. Icing. Minute 53 left in the third. We'll get a draw near corner here down in front of the Steel fans. Wendelek on the draw. Draw goes to SDP. SDP cycles back to the point. Shot from the point. Wide left. Van Allsburg is there. What's he going to do? He's trying to deflect. Forces him to the outside. SDP, quick little spin move. They'll dump it behind the net. Whitelick is aware. He's in front of the net helping his goalie. Nice job. It's going to cycle. SDP point holds. That one gets all the way through. Whitelick finds it in the near corner. Cycles over. Van Allsburg is there. He'll cycle up. Ooh, Gens can't quite put his... Just caught him turned around a little bit. So that's going to get out. SDP. Ooh, there we go. Nice job. Had an odd man rush developing there for SDP.
Van Allsburg put a stop to that quickly.
Jack D's got it on his tape. He's going to look. Maybe a little back. Nope. He's going to cycle all the way back.
Give him somewhere.
He's just
Give him
going
somewhere
around
to
the
go.
world. Here we go. Centering pass doesn't get through. Chipped off to the back sap board. 30 seconds left. STP's got it on the far board, far corner. Van Allsburg contests. They get around. He's around one, around two. Tries to get a shot. Can't get it. Whitelick has his stick on the ice. That's why you keep your stick down.
Here we go.
We're gonna get Jordan's gonna take it out of the zone. Little chip off the board. We're gonna get another call. not going to do any good. Just that's a official book penalty only. Because with running time, we're not going to see the benefit of that one. But in the stat book, that's going to be 7-0. First game for the Steel. It's a tough one, but I think this is the team that responds with some resilience, and they come back tomorrow, 12:30, and they play strong. Are you going to be joining me in the booth tomorrow?
I will not be. I have to work, and I'll be at baseball practice.
Okay, well, your pay will reflect that accordingly.
Right, but I'll be here tomorrow night.
All right, fair enough.
Yep.
All right, well, fans, we'll see you tomorrow at 12:30.